Welcome to the Stretch Pilates studio. My name is Sheugnet and I'm going to take you through a quick full body workout here at our beautiful studio in Hillcrest. We're going to start in our standing position at the end of our mat. Our feet are fist width apart, keeping those feet parallel. We're just going to close our eyes and take a moment just to become aware of our body alignment. Stretching that spine nice and long, keeping the chin parallel to the ground, lifting up out of that waist and drawing your scapula down your back. Tucking that tailbone under slightly and gently pulling your abdominal wall towards your back. We're going to deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. On your next breath, we're going to extend that spine up and over, taking the chin down to your chest and rolling through that spine one vertebra at a time, just relaxing the head and shoulders over those hips. Just be aware that your weight is evenly distributed on your feet and that you're not leaning back into your heels. Draw those abdominals back up and restack that spine, tucking the tailbone under slightly, rolling through the lower back, upper back, and extend. And exhale down. Go down as far as you can, just feeling a lovely stretch in the back of the legs. Just warming up into that spine, into that waist, into your hips. Restack. Rolling back through that spine, nice and long. And one more, chin to chest, but we'll only go down halfway this time. Bend those knees slightly and place the hands on top of your thighs. On your inhale, I want you to extend the right leg straight and at the same time extend that right arm up to the ceiling. Just getting a twist in that back, opening up that chest. And exhale back. And left side, straighten that leg and extend on your inhale. And exhale back to center. One more on each side. Stretch, loosening up into all those joints. Back to center. Last one. Extend and lift on your inhale. Exhale back to center. Roll back through that spine. All the way to the top, extending those arms up to the ceiling. Almost diving over into your last roll down. Roll down all the way. Soften those knees if you need to and walk those hands out into a plank. Just making sure that your shoulders are lifted up out of your rib cage, but that you're not rounding that back, drawing the lower ribs down towards the hips, and gently pulling your abdominal wall towards your spine. Push those heels away, and we're just going to take a few moments here as we fire up all the muscles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right knee down to the mat. Left knee. Walk your hands back and swing those legs around. Just going to place yourself in the center of the mat, making sure that your feet are hip width apart, ankles in line with the knees and hips, and gently activating those glutes to keep those legs nice and stable. Drawing those sitting bones down into the mat, we're going to extend that spine up through to the ceiling. Place your fingertips gently behind your knees. Going into our C curve, we're going to roll back halfway, using that lumbar flexion to draw those abdominals in, creating a lovely C shape in that body. And back up, nice and tall. And exhale down. Holding those abdominals engaged, all 10 toes on the mat, and bring yourself back up. Extend the arms forward and roll back into that C-curve shape taking the shoulders with you because we tend to leave those behind. So draw those shoulders down, scapula down your back, and back up to center. And exhale down, warming up into that spine, lifting up tall, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And exhale down, hold it there, extend your right hand out to the side, reaching over, using those obliques to do the twisting in your waist. Bring those arms back and up to center. And exhale down. Extend that left arm out, twisting in that waist. Use those obliques to bring your body back to center and sitting nice and tall. One more on each side. Extend. Back to center. Use those obliques. Hand down. Abdominal work. Extend. Use those obliques. And nice and tall. And this time you're going to roll back all the way onto the mat. Going through the spine. Drawing those heels towards the glutes. Take this moment to just check your knee alignment, that it's in line with the hips. Your hip bones are nice and level. Pubic bone is level into a neutral pelvis. And then relaxing the body down onto the mat. I think I might have to scoot down a bit. And there we go. Right, we're going to place the hands behind the head. We're going to go into a chest lift, making sure the abdominals are lifting your body up off the mat. And exhale up. Hold it on your inhale and lower back down. Try and keep a neutral pelvis without lifting that pubic bone up as you lift the chest up. And lower back down. Keeping the elbows in your peripheral vision. But make sure that your hands aren't pulling on your neck and that we are using your abdominals to do the work. Activate that abdominal wall, lift, and lower down. This time we're going to go into oblique twist, taking the right leg up to tabletop. And lower back down. Stay with that right leg, and up. And lower back down. Keeping the bend in that knee consistent. Using the obliques to do the twisting. 2 more. And lower. Last one. Hold it there. Keep that oblique twist, lifting that scapula off the mat. Extend your left leg straight. And we're going to lift the leg up to the ceiling. Exhale. And lower. And up. And lower. Really extending that leg through the toes. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Lower that leg down. And now we're going to alternate our legs. And over. And twist. And twist. Keeping the scapula off the mat. Make sure you're twisting in the waist. For 2. For 1. Back to tabletop. Hands behind the thighs. Lifting up self a bit higher. Release those hands. Right leg down. Left leg down. And just take a moment to catch your breath. We're going to do that oblique twist over onto the other side. So hands back behind the head. We'll go straight into the oblique twist, lifting the left leg to tabletop. Exhale up. Tap it down. Exhale up. Obliques doing the twisting. Keep that leg consistent. 2 more. Last one, holding it there. Extend that right leg nice and long. And then exhale up. and down. Exhale up, drawing that belly button towards the spine. 3 more. 2. Last one. And extend out. And let's do those changes. And swap. And swap. Keeping that abdominals drawing down towards the mat. For 3, for 2, for 1. Hold it. Hands behind the thighs. Lift yourself a bit higher. Release. Right leg down, left leg down, and lower yourself down. Going into our pelvic curl. Make sure the heels are drawn closer towards the glutes. Once again, keeping that neutral pelvis. We're going to exhale, tilt that pubic bone up, activating that pelvic floor on your inhale. Exhale, roll up through that spine into a lovely diagonal line from the knee, hip to shoulder. Be careful that you're not flaring the rib cage up, but drawing that lower rib down towards the hip, really activating those glutes, working on your hip stability, rolling back through that spine, and release into neutral. And exhale up. Lengthen those thighs, draw those knees away from you, draw the heels towards you, activating those hamstrings, and roll back through that spine. And one more, hand up. Holding it up. Take the arms up to the ceiling. Lift those heels. As you lower the heels, draw those hips up a little bit higher if you can. Activating those glutes, keeping the back of your shoulders anchored on the mat. Lift the heels and lower. 3, 2. Hold it up on the last one and just pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll back through that spine, all the way to the mat. Over onto your right side. Swinging over, extend that arm nice and long, placing your right ear on your bicep. Drawing those knees up to 45 degrees. Hand behind the head. Make sure that the rib cage isn't hanging into the mat, but that you're lifting up the waist, engaging those abdominals. Make sure the hips are stacked on top of each other. And we're going to open into a clam. Open, really using your glutes to open that leg, using your adductors to control the leg down. Hand up, and lower, and up. Lower with resistance. 2 more, and lower. If you need, you can place the hand in front of you for stability. Last one up, and lower. Lift that foot up, and now we're just going to alternate and swap. Tapping foot, tapping knee. Tapping foot, tapping knee. Keeping the hips stable. Just working on the mobility in that hip joint. For 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee back down. Extend that foot out nice and long. Take it slightly behind the hip, but careful not to roll back. And we're just going to lift and lower. Working into that bigger glute muscle. Lifting and lower. And up. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And bring it forward. Legs up to 90 degrees. Flex those feet. And lift the leg, keeping that bend consistent. Ankle and knee in the same line. And lift. And lift. Keep those abdominals engaged. Keeping the shoulders open, feeling those glutes work. For 2, for 1, hold it up, and circle, and circle. Just circling into that hip, and circle. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change direction. Feeling those glutes doing the work. And circle. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Place that down. Give that a bit of a pat. And we're going to do it over onto the other side. Extending that arm out. Place the ear on the bicep. Legs at 45 degrees. Lifting the ribs and waist off the mat. Once again, you can use your hand for support, or if you need an extra challenge, lifting the hand up. We're going to go into our clam, and lifting the knee, using the glutes to open, and resist using your adductors to control that leg down. And down. And squeeze. For 3, for 2, for 1, last one down, lift the toe up, and let's just rotate. Knee and foot taps, hand tap, and tap. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that foot down, release, extend the leg out straight. Take it slightly behind you and lift. And lift, using the bigger glute muscle to lift that leg up and down. And lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Bring both legs to 90, flexing those feet. And let's lift your knee and ankle and up. Once again, the glutes are doing the lifting, opening up that collarbone, and lift. With control. For 3, 2, 1, hold it up and circle. Just circling into that hip joint. Feeling that burn in that glute, side of the leg. And change direction. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it and lower down. And once again, just give that a bit of a pat. Just going to go into a stretch and a cool down, just to end off this quick full body. I want you to extend your right leg forward. Left knee stays on the mat. You can tuck the toe under. Then just lengthen that spine, tucking that tailbone under slightly, getting a good stretch in that back leg. Just extending, pushing the heel down into the mat. Tilting forward to increase that stretch in your back leg, but keeping that pelvic tilt. Hold it there for a few more breaths. You've got an option to either stay in this position, or you can place your hands down onto the mat, lifting that knee up off the mat. Extend that spine. Now we're going to lift the hand up. Follow with the other hand and just get a good long stretch in that whole body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the hands back down. Lower that knee down to the mat. Swapping legs over. Bringing the left leg forward. Right leg back. Tuck the toe under. And once again, just stretching that spine. Nice and long. Tucking the tailbone under. Getting a good stretch in that hip flexor and thigh. Few more breaths. You can either keep that stretch going if that's where you're at today, otherwise placing the hands down onto the mat. Stretch that back leg nice and long, push that heel away. Once again, lifting up one arm, second arm, and just getting a good stretch in those legs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those hands down, lower the knee down, bring that knee back in, and just push back into rest position. Just taking a few breaths. Pushing back into your 4-point position, tuck those toes under, walking those hands back, lifting up, placing the heels down, just relaxing over those thighs. Lengthen and straighten those legs, keeping the knees soft, and then draw those abdominal wall towards your spine, slowly rolling back up, tucking that tailbone under, rolling back up through the spine, nice and long. Deep inhale, and exhale. And inhale, really stretch those fingers up to the ceiling, and slowly releasing down. Shoulder roll, just end off, releasing any tension in that back. Last one, and release. So much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, give us a like, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.